now that we're all saying what we're thinking, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think if you voted for Donald Trump, you're ugly. I think you're all freaking ugly, and I think you're dumb as bricks. And I think you're a bigot in every sense of the word, every use of the word. I also not only won't care when all the bad stuff that's gonna happen happens to you, I actually want it to happen to you. I want your taxes to go up. I want things to be more expensive for you. I want you to have a complicated pregnancy. I want all that bad stuff to happen to you because that's what you deserve. Also, like, the only silver lining is it's actually gonna suck for all you Trump voters way more than it's gonna suck for us blue voters, because we actually have educations and good jobs. Y'all are broke as so it's really gonna suck for you when he raises your taxes.
Election results now fuel personal bitterness. Proving policy debates have become a battlefield of vendettas.
To my friends and family that voted for Trump this year, I know you're busy celebrating. I'm sure that seeing my grief makes you uncomfortable. You might think I'm overreacting, being too sensitive, or maybe you believe that I wouldn't understand how you would feel if the tables were turned. But you're wrong. This isn't about political differences. This time is very, very personal. As I look around, I see so many of you on your soapboxes celebrating the looming mass deportation of immigrants. I assume being willfully ignorant that deporting immigrants will only increase your grocery prices and contribute to a downfall of a country that they are deeply woven into. I hear you complaining about the cost of eggs and the price of gas, seemingly ignoring that women are dying every single day because they don't have safe legal access to reproductive health care. Excuse me if I simply cannot wrap my head around such a selfish, short-sighted point of view. The reality is, whether you're ready to hear it or not, your vote for Trump shows me that your compassion does not extend beyond your own backyard. You bought the fear sold by the right-wing propaganda machine. And in turn, you abandoned women, trans kids, immigrant families, convinced that somehow this was protecting your interests, protecting things that were never even at risk. Meanwhile, me and mine haven't slept in days, wondering, come January 22nd, whose rights and safeties will be stripped away from them.
The classic parade of grievances. Nothing says unity like taking a sledgehammer to everyone else's beliefs. Cheers to defending compassion by insulting everyone you disagree with.
Well, Donald Trump is now our 47th President of the United States of America. This election was not even close, which I find odd considering Kamala Harris's rallies. However, how can that compete when you have Elon Musk paying $1 million per day to encourage people to vote for Donald Trump? Personally, I'm disgusted by that. I'm disgusted enough to delete my X account. I'm disgusted enough to never order a Tesla as long as I shall live. I want to take this moment to congratulate those of you who voted for Donald Trump, which was the overwhelming majority of Americans. You chose to vote for a dictatorship, and that is what you will get. America is no longer the land of the free. You have chosen, by siding with Donald Trump, to throw our United States Constitution and our United States flag in the garbage. Personally, I am embarrassed. I am ashamed to call myself an American. In fact, I no longer call myself an American.
Such whining disdain. Had Elon supported the left-leaning Democrats, it would have been fair game, I guess.
Little white women who voted for Trump. I think you heard it when he said he wants you to be grabbed by the feline. Well, we wish that all of the hobos with the stinking, gnawed, scary movie too with the fingers, gnawed, badussy, nasty ass grapes and mildew and possum fat fingers. I want all of them to grab you by your vagina daily. That's what you condone. You should have no problem with it. You should have no problem with being essayed because you wanted an essayer in the White House. So when it happens to you, I am not going to feel anything but glee. All of my energy and love is going to be to the women who did not vote for Bennett to be in office. But if you voted for a Secretary Bennett to be in office, you must want that in your life. So I think you should get it, Davey. I want you to be at the goddamn, I want you to be at the gym. I want you to be at Starbucks. I want you to be at the trailer park. And I want every man to look at you and just snatch you up by your line. Because I know it's flapping in the breeze, and that'd be kind of hard to catch anyway. But when they catch it, I want them to just grab it and smile. Because that's what you want in the White House, huh? If you voted for blue, we stand for you. We love you. We're going to fight. I don't care what your nationality is. If you don't care what you are, if you voted blue, we got you. But if you didn't, we don't care.
True unity is far from being achieved by wishing harm on those with opposing views. Clearly, the path to progress is paved with trivial vengeance and flapping metaphors.
If you voted for Donald Trump in the election, you're actually stupid. You're the dumbest miserable face of the planet, and you're miserable, and we all know it. Because what other reason would you vote for a racist, misogynistic, homophobic rapist? Like, that's gross. So, just like you've let everybody down in your life, except for the you're surrounded by. And it's just a bunch of dumb people going, yeah, Trump 2024, because the uneducated portion of America votes red. And so you can look that up and just know deep down in your heart of hearts that you're an idiot and you're pathetic and miserable.
It's funny how one side thinks they are superior and better informed than the other. Maybe that's where the problem lies.
Because if you voted for Trump, I genuinely hope you are so happy right now. I hope you're having the greatest day of your life. Because you know what? When your kid is in school one day and there's a school shooting or gets sent to the hospital or someone they know gets shot, I hope that you are happy with the thoughts and prayers that come from that. I hope that you are so happy that if your wife gets raped, that she has to have that child. I hope you are so happy that the trans people in your life might have to detransition because this must take away gender affirming care. I hope you are so happy that the economy is supposedly going to be okay now because you voted for Donald Trump, the man who was going to take away all the rights of so many groups of people, not even just people, so many groups of people that are not straight cis white men. I hope you were so happy with that. I hope you were so happy with what you did. I hope you were so happy to maybe never be voted again because he's gonna take that right away from you. But you voted for him. You did it. Like, great, bro.
Personal resentments disguised as politics, where unity takes a back seat to spiteful, wishful thinking.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it! I have had a feeling since Tuesday, and so has my family, that something was very off about this election and the results. We just couldn't quite pinpoint it. We just couldn't put our finger on it. And shout out to all the people who have made videos with information and divulging and divesting into all of this. It's really great informational help. And you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense that Starlink is a part of this, and Elon Musk it makes sense why Elon Musk is in this, why he just suddenly came out of nowhere. And I just couldn't quite put my finger on it because I didn't have enough evidence. I didn't have enough information to go off of a hunch, an intuition that I had. And as women, our intuitions are never wrong. And now it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And you know what? I didn't really want to say anything because I didn't want people, or I'm sorry, not people, MAGA and Trump supporters to come out and say, oh, so now it's voted for blah, 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 blah. Like, just coming out with bullshit to try to, But I've noticed that a lot of MAGA Trump supporters have been very quiet. And I live in a very deep red state. I haven't heard a single peep from these people, okay? And that crazy orange man, he's been real quiet, a little too quiet on social media. And that man is a creature of habit. He has patterns. He has shown us repeatedly for years that he can't shut his yap, okay? He just says whatever he wants on the internet. And for him to not brag about winning this election? Something's off. Something has been off, and now it makes total sense. I knew there was something up. As soon as I saw Elon and he was He was being a little too annoying by coming out on the internet. I knew something was wrong. It's all making sense now. It's all making sense now, guys. I knew
Our
it.
conspiracy theorist Sherlock here has it all figured out. Musk, Starlink, and a suspiciously quiet Trump in a grand election plot. Because naturally intuition trumps evidence every time. Geez. From angry attacks on Trump supporters to crazy conspiracy theories about Musk and a rigged election, this video shows how politics has turned into personal grudges and wild guesses. It's all about blaming the other side while ignoring real issues. The woke crowd is getting louder, filled with more complaints and fewer facts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more.